going hunting.
Alright everybody, Jamie Edwards here, hunting with Dad. I finally have the overall score here, I guess if you want to call it, for some of the hunting vests. As of right now, I only have the Chief Upland Over and Under vest and the Scheels Outfitters coat, so I'm going to compare them here for you. So this is just another of our shootouts here for Hill Creek, putting things head to head. So hopefully I can get the other two main vest companies out there to help me out this year. I really appreciate Jake at Chief Upland for letting me test one of his products. It was not for free, I need to say that. I'm not being paid for this, but this is what I come up with throughout the year. We had about 400 miles put in it, a lot of cattails here in North Dakota. So build quality, I gave them both 8s. They're both very well made. They both are a little different styles, so the comparison here is a little different because of it's a vest versus a jacket. So keep that in mind when you're reading this. So anyways, the build quality of them I thought was both very well, so I give them both 8s. Comfort and fit. If I would have scored this right off the bat, you know, I've worn the jacket for a number of years and feel very comfortable in it. And at first I didn't feel comfortable in the vest, but by the end of the year this is a better reflection on it. As I got everything set up, it became more comfortable. However, if I was buying it again for my size, I'm 5'9" and 180 pounds, I don't know, I wish I would have been able to test fit some of these. So if any of you get to a show and you're looking at this, try some on, because I think I would have gone with a medium, with the small medium versus the large extra large, and that would have opened things up for me. Instead of having everything cinched tight to be on a large frame, I think I would have had a better fit on a medium sized vest. Regardless, I give them both fits on 7. Functionality and layout, I scored the Upland vest a 7. It has a lot of adjustability. You can put all kinds of things on there, not just stuff that you buy from Chief Upland. Anything with the MOLLE attachment. The layout of the Scheels jacket, it is what it is. There is no changing it. So I gave that a 5 just because it doesn't have any adjustability at all. It's just, that's what it is, and there's no changing. Weight and mobility, I did weigh the Chief Upland vest in the form that I hunted with it, and it weighs approximately 10 pounds, which feels a little bit, I don't know, when you take it off and hang it up, it feels like, man, that vest is heavy, but you do not notice it when you're carrying it. The Scheels jacket, on the other hand, it was really close to the same weight, so I scored them both the same at 7s. It was surprising, but I guess it's a mind over matter thing. When you see the vest and, you know, it's just some straps and a bird pouch and whatever on the back, you get this mindset that it should weigh like next to nothing, and so it feels heavier than it really is. Storage capacity. The Chief Upland vest I gave a 9 just because there's so many things that you can do with it. You can buy and add on all kinds of stuff with that MOLLE attachment. Again, I've never been around a MOLLE until now, and it is really a good, a neat concept. I can see why the military uses it. The Scheels vest, I did give it an 8 just because it has a lot of pockets. Even though they're not exactly where you might want them, there is a lot of storage that you can put in that coat. Ease of use. So this one is a little bit I don't know. I don't want to call it misleading, but ease of use, I rated the vest at a 6 just because it takes some time to get it set up and get it working the way you want. I spent a lot of time adjusting and changing things and moving things around and getting things to work for me. So it wasn't a just put on and go thing. If you're buying this on the way on a trip for the weekend and you're gonna think you're gonna throw it on and go hunting the next day and be happy with it, you're not, because it takes some time to get set up. Where the jacket, I did score a 7 just because it is a plug and play, so to speak. You put it on and you go, because there is no changing. So sometimes more adjustability just comes with more problems, right? But there is a line there. So right away, ease of use, most people are probably going to say, I hate the vest, and regardless of what company it is, you're probably going to score this low simply because you have to work with it. And if you're only a 2 or 3 day hunter for the whole season, you're not going to get enough time in that vest to make it comfortable and make it work the way it is supposed to. So just keep that in mind. Weather resistance, I gave it an 8. It's pretty much waterproof. We didn't hunt in any rain this year, but snow and cattails and etc., frost, I gave it an 8. It sheds water very well. As I mentioned in some of my first shootouts, getting a 0 and getting a 10 on my scorecard are going to be almost non-existent. A 0 is if it does not have that feature, and a 10 would be absolutely perfect. So nothing is ever absolutely perfect, but this is pretty water resistant. The jacket, the Scheels jacket, is a canvas jacket. It is not water resistant, but weather resistant is how I have this. So I'd rated it as a 5. Safety features. So I added, remember, this is a generic thing. So the Chief Upland vest, I gave an 8 just because you can add all the safety features in it that you want to. If you want to carry a first aid kit, you can put a first aid kit on. You can attach your whistle. You can attach anything and everything. There's all kinds of storage. So, you know, I gave it a little higher rating that way. You can also carry out a dog by unzipping it and putting him in the back pocket, in the bird pouch. So that's why I scored this a little higher. The Scheels jacket, I gave a 6. You can't carry out the dog. It doesn't have, you know, any extra features. It is literally just a jacket with some pockets. So that's why I scored that the way I did. Value for the price. So this is kind of a tough one too. Let's start with the Scheels jacket. That Scheels jacket that I compared it to this year is approximately 10 years old, and at that time I think it was $150. So the use that I've gotten out of it and how it's worn, I rate that pretty high for value for the price. It has been, and a good jacket and fairly reasonable. The Chief Upland, when I ordered this with all the pockets and water bottles and everything, I have about it come out to about $505. So you're getting a lot of vest, you're getting a lot of adjustability, and this is not the Pheasants Forever version of it. So the Pheasants Forever version, I think, was another $50. So regardless, $500 shipped to me, that's a lot of money to invest in a vest. So that's why I rated this at a 7. Now, since I ordered mine, I've checked online again, and they now have a bundle package, which I think is considerably cheaper. I think it gives you the shell pouch and water bottles and another pocket, I think, and it's like $300 I don't know. I don't want to say, but they do have a bundle package now, which would make this value for price a higher score than my 7, because the bundle is cheaper than what I had to pay for mine by buying all the individual components. So the last thing on the list, overall performance in the field, I rated them both at 7s because they both got the job done. Like I said, the vest takes a little bit of getting used to. The jacket is plug and play, so it's just you gotta put the time into the vest, and I can't stress that enough. I know you're probably tired of listening to me say that, but if you're not going to put the time into making the vest work for you, it is not going to work for you. If you just want something that you can put on and go hunting, then look for the jacket. So here is the final score. Chief Upland Vest 74, Scheels Upland Jacket 68. So they are kind of close, but you know, 6 points on my scale I think is pretty significant. So overall, I would say the Chief Upland Vest is a better choice than the Scheels Jacket. So thanks for checking us out. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that I can get a couple other vest companies on board. So if any of you other guys are watching this and want to get in on this Hill Creek Shootout, I'm open to putting your product in for next year's season. So thanks and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Have a good day.
Let's go in hunting.